All right. Uh, I could put up a pretty good front, but I am under the weather with I don't know what. What a way to start the new year, you know? I mean, my state gets attacked in New Orleans, so there you go. That's one way of beginning it. And of course, working nights. Oh, wait, I didn't turn my thing on. There. Finishing up drawings that I started on Pat's show. So that's the deal. I didn't know what to put in the title, so drawing late at night. I will not be drawing a drawing of late at night. I wouldn't know how to conceive of that unless, I don't know, the moon, the stars, something like that. You already know what that looks like, so I need to do that. But anyway, um, a lot of it's just worn out. I probably should have waited to see the Nosferatu movie, but yeah, I was kind of hyped for it. If you can imagine me being hyped about anything. Uh, so anyway, that's But I keep having this inkling of a sore throat. I don't know. But it was interesting about watching that movie and then coming out of it. Um, since it owes a lot, the visuals of understanding the Black Death and stuff like that, and plague is mentioned quite a bit. Um, and this feeling completely drained and weak. so I was like, you've caught the Nosferatu. So anyway, I think I used up most of my faux energy on the Doomcock show, where we talked a little bit about Nosferatu. Uh, Now all of a sudden, I can't remember. Was that after the show when the? I think we did talk about it somewhat on the show. I mean, most of the discussion was, um, well, that business about Star Trek and decanonizing STD, and then the Doctor Who Christmas show. And a few laughs at its expense. That's all you can do. Uh, and the Skeleton Crew Star Wars show, which, for what it is, it's not bad. But it's just kind of sad because Star Wars is dead. I mean, there's nothing there anymore. It's not going to be the big deal that it once was, even though it did have that opportunity. But that wasn't going to happen in this era. But anyway, it was an alright show, I guess. I'm trying to think. Creature Commandos. We talked about that. And I like the show. Doomcock's really taken with it. And it's in the same vein as the. What the hell? It's just not. Oh, jeez, I gotta get another one. It could be anywhere. Oh, it's just over there. Hang on a minute. There we go. Um, the weird humor and sort of absurdities that occur within it. But yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, and then it talked about the Superman trailer and that whole thing, which of course is connected with Creature Commandos. But all very nervous about that not really working out. And it's a damn shame, but what are you going to do? If you screw the pooch, you've screwed it. But it's one of those things of the position that they're in is such that they could do a sort of okay movie, but that's not what's required. It has to be great. And that's a tough hurdle to come across. And if it's too much of the James Gunn bent on things, it might shy a bunch of people away from it or even giving it a chance, um, which would just make it even more unfortunate. But a bad movie is a bad movie. That's, but if it's a movie that's just perceived to be bad before anyone even sees it, um, then it's like one of these movies that somebody on YouTube would, this movie came out and everyone hated it and stuff. And now I just now saw it. It's not that bad. One of those things. Well, that's nice, but uh, it's a little late. So, anyway, discussed all that. And then the stuff about the Batman movie being delayed yet again to the point that I seriously question whether they're actually going to do it. Though they did delay the other one as well. So, yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. But then again, it could be just, well, let's see what the Superman movie does. If it bombs, we got to scrap all these plans because, we're broke. So it could be something of that nature. Oh, yeah. So anyway, that's what we talked about there. Of course, woke up to the bombings and not entirely certain. I guess because of the Sugar Bowl, maybe. I don't know as to why New Orleans would be picked as a target. Perhaps they thought it would be easier than some places you might expect, and perhaps that was the thinking. But as time goes, you get more details, or maybe you won't. Pum, pum, pum. I mean, we had our Senator Kennedy sitting there. I'm going to raise fresh hell if I don't get the facts on this. And there was some ruffled feathers and some other interviews of like former FBI guys being kind of pissed off at it. And I'm like, well, to a certain extent, I can understand that, but you also got to understand that the reputation of the FBI is completely shattered. And that's because of people from within it. It's not everybody within it. I'm sure there's a lot of people that were going by the letter of the law and all that, but nobody can take you down as conclusively and terribly as yourself. And it's not just the FBI. I mean, just about every institution you've got, including medical institution, that's a hard thing to restore after just blithering idiots and criminals got in charge of it. And another thing is if you don't dole out justice, it's virtually impossible to restore anything. Yeah, that's supposed to be Aaron. Sure is his hairstyle. And that was started out as Chad. I did a really good Chad. I guess that's going to have to be the main Chad. I'll have to reuse that one over and over because this ain't Chad. I don't know who this is. It's not a bad drawing. But, not looking at a picture or anything. Anyway, that's what I started over at Pet's show. Let's see here. Tass says, Dub. Hi, Tass. Get well soon. Cocteau says, it's weird seeing your name on another Rumble channel without your badges at TAS. So you have another Rumble channel with no badges, TAS. I don't know. Let's see, what were the others that I did? This was the AI black guy, my interpretation. That was on Pat's show. This is Nosferatu from the new movie, my interpretation. This was AI caveman, my interpretation, of course. And there's Taz, my interpretation, while she was sick in bed, you know. So, yeah, that was Mr. Nailsin drawing on Tacho. And only because apparently this camera right here works. So I don't know if the other, maybe it will work now that I'm on my own thing. I don't know. Let me, where's the wires all over the place? But I was on the Doomcock channel, and it just would not work. I don't know what that's about. It would come in a second or two, and I was like, okay, there we go. And then bloop, it went up. And then I thought, well, maybe I just can't do the, the background deal. And so I just would turn that off. Well, that didn't work either. Oh, look, there it is. There I am. I'm all pink. But nope. Yeah, it's not letting it work. Wow. So I can't do my usual camera anymore. That is weird. I guess it's just this. Of course, you can just sort of spin it around. And there you go. Hi, Pam. Yeah, like that. Yeah. That's great. Jeez. So I guess I gotta get a new camera, I guess. I don't know. What the hell? It's just stupid. Joe Lamont says, followed you over here. So I guess that means you were following me. Well, I guess you are following me at Rumble. But you followed me on YouTube as well. Well, thank you, Joe. I do appreciate that. So, damn. Now I'm all out of ideas. I don't know what to draw. Hopeless. Oh, wait, that list. Yeah, let me. I lost it. Yeah, I don't have it anymore. I'd have to go deep into this. Oh, wait, I know the next one was supposed to be that Sarah Gonzalez lady from The Blaze. Here, I'll have to mute the mic as I punch the keys. There, this should do it. Okay, it took longer than I expected. All right, let me copy this image of Sarah, and I will put her, I guess, in Photoshop so I can put that off to the side and draw. Okay, that'll work. Every now and then I'll catch her show. Not much lately, but it's so damn busy. Can't ever do anything. Oh man, this is way out. Oh, I know, it's there. It's a good thing I'm wearing pants. Oh, Joe Lamont again. I was over at DC's. Okay, so you're at Doomcock. Okay, cool. Welcome aboard. Oh boy, this is quite the treat, isn't it? Let me see here. There we go. All right, I'll draw Sarah, and then if I'm up to it, take a look at some photoshops and stuff. Been meaning to do that. And gonna put together a best of Nailsin news thing. Tend to do that every year. I already did an audio sort of take on it for the Nailsin Show, and it's available right now. Was quite a few teacher sex scandals. You know, I mean, those just seem to be all the time. And in fact, I think there's a few I just didn't even bother. Well, it's kind of the same story and that kind of thing. Um, but anyway, so that'll be there. I was able to tape the dialogue for the final episode of season 6 of the cruise. And supposed to have ended, if not by the end of October, certainly in early November. Well, you know, some things got in the way. It happens. So better late than never. With the seasons, was it 6? No, it's 5. I think I'm ahead of myself. So the next season will be this October. Yeah, how that works for the cruise, and then I get back to night and all the rest. So this is Sarah, and that's all I know. Yeah. Can't even remember who did the song. So should have left it alone. I'm not the guy to be singing that. Yeah. Here we go. He has a big bright smile, which is important for, oh man, just breaking lead all over the place, for hosting a TV show that talks about all the lovely topics that we're all about in our world today. And I did finish watching the rest of Squid Game 2. I mean, it's, you know, it was part 1 of Squid Game 2, I guess is the way to put it. And it wasn't bad. You know, it was an interesting take on it. It's a very difficult thing to do when you achieve something like the first Squid Game. And it's like, well, now what do you do? And obviously the story is where it left off with the guy wanting revenge on what happened. And so it's like, well, what's he going to do? Well, you see what he's been trying to do, you know, since then, and how that unfolds. ends up back in it because, hey, how are you going to do a Squid Game show with no Squid Game? So of course, they go back into it, and well, how does he get there, and why would he, and they do all that. But I suppose the main point of it is the philosophical thing here about people who tell themselves what justifies it, and the demonstrations of how far people will go for greed and that sort of thing, uh, and how would they justify it? And in some cases, it's like, well, they got some serious things that a lot of money would solve for them. So some of them, you can see their point. Other people, yeah, it's just greed. None of which excuses what the people behind the games are doing, since it makes its money off of the entertainment it provides for these sick, bored billionaires, I guess, uh, and that sort of thing. So, that's the main point of it, because I think I did talk about this previously, but certainly in my video reviewing it, was like the first episode ends. It says I won't spoil everything, but I'm just like, yeah, I don't really believe the guy would do what he did at the end. I just don't think he would go through with that. But it's actually setting up the point of the whole show, or at least this first half anyway, uh, between your main protagonist and the villain in this, and it is that philosophical take on it. And so you have to assume that this is very important to them. This is, no, I'm going to prove to this guy that you're wasting your time, your heroism and whatnot is a complete waste because humanity isn't worth it, or something of that nature. And in that aspect, it lends some amount of credibility to it. I still have a hard time believing the guy would just like, well, them's the rules, you know. But I mean, without spoiling it, that's all I can really uh, say it. But was never going to be as good as the first one. That's just not possible. Uh, because it's like seeing the weird and that whole surreal look to it and everything. Uh, it's just, well, I've seen it before. But and some of it, I was still towards the end of its first part. I think is somebody going to wake up or something? And it's like, no, it was all real. They were really doing this, and um, so. And it sets up other elements to it that would have to be resolved in the remaining episodes. But I believe that there would be no attempt to do another one, because even doing this would be pushing it. Um, you strike gold with something, it doesn't mean you can just put the brand name on it and it's going to keep striking gold. I mean, you do damage to the original. It's like you do a Joker movie and it hits $1 billion, and you're like, wow, let's do another one. And what's it about? Uh, uh, yeah, see, that's the problem. When you're left like that, you probably shouldn't do it. Yeah, well, let's do it anyway. I'm sure everybody will just show up. Well, and then word of mouth, and uh-oh. Well, I mean, you didn't spend too much money. Oh, no, they spent a lot on it. Uh-oh. Which one of the saving graces of the original was they didn't spend a lot of money on it. It was done rather cheaply. Yeah. Yeah. But, you got to have an idea. It's going to show when you don't. It really, well, this is a complete failure of a drawing. It doesn't look anything like her. Um, but the important thing is, I tried. She looks like, yeah, she looks like this woman I know, or knew rather. I guess, boy, the subliminal effects can really come through, can't they? Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? But it'll just have to count. But anyway, Squid Game, pretty good. Uh, oh yeah. I'm forgetting. I mean, I did my review and everything, so I do cover a lot of this. But of course, there's a trans character in the show, and after the the abuse of the several years, uh, just that alone is probably going to turn a lot of people off from even bothering. And I understand that. And for people on the opposite side of it, it's like, well, it's an irradiated landscape. And when you had all this nasty crap happen as a result of the manipulations of professional activists, uh, that's who you can blame for it. So as for the story and the narrative of the show, just having the trans person in there doesn't really do anything to derail it per se, because you think, oh well, somebody like that could be in those games. All kinds of people were brought into those games, and sure enough, in this one is, well, the surgery's expensive. I didn't think it was that expensive. I don't think you need, you know, however many billions that are available to win in that game. But anyway, so okay, fine. Uh, but as it goes, the trans character is just the greatest person ever. Is just very saintly, and it's just the bee's knees, and all that stuff. And I was like, oh boy, this is a bit much, since everyone else had some kind of problem or assholery, just about. Well, not everybody. I mean, there were some people rather quiet and didn't know what to do and all this type of thing. Um, and then the moment came where it's like in the previous one, you do have an option to get out, but they all got to take a vote to do it and that sort of thing. Um, and then surprisingly, I shouldn't have spoiled that either. Damn it, what an asshole. Anyway, the choice the trans person makes is rather unexpected in my way of thinking, especially how they wanted you to perceive the trans character, which is obvious how they want you to have a positive uh, take on them. Um, and it does have severe consequences for this. But then it's like the others are just like, well, you know, we can understand, you want your surgery and stuff so you can be your real self or whatever. I mean, it's just like, yeah, I don't find that all that believable that people would have that kind of reaction. I mean, you got some of the people in there, uh, they've got sick family, they need the money for that. There's another guy, he lost money, he owes money to the mob, and they're going to kill him if he doesn't get it. All stuff like that. Um, as opposed to, wanting, basically cosmetic surgery procedures. It's not doesn't quite rise to the level of significance as that. So it was interesting that such a dark turn happened, but at the same time, the follow up wasn't there. Um, and well, we know why. So it is a bit of a weakness to it, but I don't think it totally derails the show. But uh, others would more than likely disagree. And that's unfortunate. But that's how that goes. Anyway, overall, you know, interesting show. And we'll see how that turns out later. Okay, let's see here. Some more stuff here. Is it Pavo or Povo's Clown Town? Happy New Year, Doug. Well, Happy New Year to you too. Cocteau, storms are brewing in your eyes. Cocteau, it was Starship who did that song. Oh, the Sarah song. Okay, Starship. Well, that's why I probably didn't. Wasn't a big Starship fan. Especially that damn "We Built This City" song. Oh God. If you're an O&A fan, a fan sent in a different version of that. It's probably the best. No, I will not sing it here. But yeah, that damn "We Built This City" song. Jeez. I can't remember. Someone was asking. I guess I was on Pat's show a couple of weeks ago or something. Someone was asking, "What's a song Doug hates?" That would certainly be up there. Jeez. Sometimes when the ink runs out in Roxla, you're able to do these gradations. But then when the ink runs out, you don't get to do anything. Yeah. I got a pack of them somewhere, but I'd have to go get them. That's not happening. Which one is this now? Which one is this? Come here. Belvedere, come here, boy. There we go. There. So anyway, I was reading this. Joe Lamont, Sarah, storms are brewing in your eyes, Sarah. Sarah, no time is a good time for goodbyes. Jefferson Starship. Oh, they were still called Jefferson Starship at that point? Because I think, didn't they eventually just call it Starship? Yeah. Hey, Thompson, any word when Squid Game will continue? No, I don't know. Hey, Thompson, handing out scratch-offs versus food to homeless in a park was dead on accurate depiction of the problem. Yeah, that part, 100% true. Yeah. It's like, look, I can see you're hungry, so I'm going to give you a try. Yeah, I'll take the chance at money. So it fits in more with, I'll give it that ultimately that's the whole test there. And, the heroes, of course, the hero can always say, yeah, some people are assholes, but not everybody. You don't get to play God and all that. And that's pretty much all you got to do. So, but basically that's the debate that's between, the hero and villain here. Jason Shelley, I agree. I think that's exactly what would happen if given the option. You mean food and scratch offs, right? But I was referring to how the first episode ended, and I don't want to give it away if anyone hasn't seen it. So, A. Thompson says, "Hey, Doug." Hey, A. Thompson. Cocteau says, "I never heard the O&A version." Well, yeah, I'm just not going to say it. It's not for prime time. Hey, Thompson, Doug, when are you getting monetized? You mean on YouTube? I have no idea. It's just a live and let live type deal. Not really even pursuing it anymore. If they allow it, great. If not, well, I hope I don't lose a shot at super tips, though. God, I don't know what that's all about. You know, you go to sleep because you're a night owl and you work nights, and then you wake up to all kinds of troubles. And I don't know what the hell it's all about, really. Plus, I had to wake up to, the terrorist attack in New Orleans, and you know. But anyway, yeah, I just don't know. I don't even know what. Oh, wait, I got an email. Well, you gonna let me see it or not? No. Yeah, I already know that. I don't need to see that. Let me go check real quick. The Nailsin Studio at YouTube. Okay, 839 subscribers. You need 1,000, so there you go. See, that's how far away I am. Karmic X, you. Well, yeah, this is me. Well, not this. This is supposed to be Sarah Gonzalez, but all apologies to her. I didn't do a good job. It is my hand. This is my hand. It is. The only way to see, we'd have to twist the camera around. Since the other camera decided, you know what? I'm done. I'm not going to bother with 2025. So, I mean, 2025. So, I guess that's it. I don't know. After this, I'll go on Amazon or something. Look, hurry up and send me another one. It's just, I don't know. It was working fine earlier. I had to tape some stuff. Oh, that's right. I didn't do it that way. Yeah, that's right. I made a cartoon with that. So maybe it just can't work. Maybe that's it. I would have thought it would be this one because I'm constantly pulling it down and putting it up somewhere and stuff. And I thought, oh boy, I probably am damaging stuff when I, tossing it aside and all that. And yet, oh, it is far more resilient. Yeah. Yeah. All right. This looks like a job for Photoshop, which is usually where these end up. I don't know about the other ones. I don't even know about tonight. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Karmic X. Damn it. Where am I? Okay, Karmic X. I think a person has to put many hours into streaming to get those watch hours up. Yeah, that's also true. You got to have. What is it? I'm blanking on it, but yeah, that's true. You got to have a certain number of subscribers and a certain number of hours, and then you get it, or hours viewed to get monetized. Karmic X, sorry, Doug, my cat stepped on my keyboard. Boy, they do that. They just love to do that. They really get irritated when you seem to be concerned with something other than them, So, and so they immediately want to correct that situation. So if you're paying attention to a computer monitor and a keyboard, oh, well, they're not, no. And they plop themselves right in the middle. Jason Shelley, I asked on your review video how you watch the series Korean audio with subtitles or English with audio. I asked because the trans character's voiceover started out really lispy. Yeah, I guess. I really didn't pay it. But yeah, I watched the English dubbed version of it. Of course, a lot of people will say, and I'm sure it's true. I thought it came through. It came through good enough. for what it was, as far as the emotional performances or whatnot. It's very, very difficult to recapture that, and especially when it's different people doing it and all that. So, Jason Shelley Lispy, it was almost a caricature of a gay person. Yeah. So I guess in the Korean version, didn't sound like that at all. I don't know. Um, I've heard tell though that the actor is not trans himself. I don't even know. He may not even be gay. Which, according to at least in the States, the rules are you have to be the person you're playing, which is absurd, of course. I mean, what about the aliens and stuff? I don't, I mean, this guy played Nosferatu. He's not really a vampire. Wait, is he? Yeah, but so anyway, you just can't win. Every time, okay, we're going to put some trans characters in there, but it's not enough. There'll be some other problem, with identity and all that. Yeah. Anyway, hey, Thompson, Doug has tons of videos. He should be monetized by now. Well, it's not the amount of videos, it's the amount of views and the amount of subscribers. See? So let's say I hit 1,000 subscribers, but there's not enough people watching the videos. It's technically speaking, you would think. So it should be able to get that. But also streaming would help. And I mean, looking on them, sometimes there's more people watching them after the fact than when it's actually live, which I guess people like to watch somebody draw stuff. And so, that helps too. But you got to have 1,000 subscribers at the minimum. See, I don't know what happens. You get monetized, but then like 5 people quit. And so now you're below 1,000. All right, you're demonetized. So you're monetized for a week. I don't know. Anyway, Karmic X, LOL, Doug, exactly. Well, about the trans character and all that, I guess. Or who? Maybe I'm getting. No, that was Jason Shelley. Karmic X. Oh, the cats. Right. Yeah. That's what cats do. A. Thompson, I view them. That is all that matters. Well, yeah, I guess. But for YouTube, though, well, they have other needs, I guess. I don't know. Of course, I'm monetized on Rumble, as anybody is when they go over there. So if you want to toss a Rumble rant, be my guest. But as far as YouTube goes, yeah. It's not happening, man. Not happening. Off the pencil shavings go into the bin. The trash can, as you Yanks call it. Yes. Well, it looks like I already started this. I guess maybe since I don't have my marker. There's a lot of accessories on women's clothing, they don't really serve. Sometimes like that just doesn't really serve any purpose. But I guess, there's a cuteness to it. And I guess that's all that matters. That's true. So there we go for Miss Gonzalez. Of the Blaze. Unfiltered, I think. Yeah, I think that's the title. I just thought, hey, look, it's Sarah's show. But boy, I tell you, that Nosferatu is so good. There's going to be a Nosferatu too. No. Oops, damn it. Now I just screwed that all to hell. Yeah, that will be a job for Photoshop. Jeez, now I'm all pissed. All right. Hey, Thompson, Doug, terrible news. Tony lost another tooth. Well, that's going to happen. You know, look, tooth decay is no laughing matter because you don't want to laugh with tooth decay because people are going to see it. But, you know, in the old days, and people, they didn't do the proper oral health care, the teeth, you know, they rot. And then all that necrotic juice goes down your throat and attacks your organs, most notably your heart. And they would die from that. Imagine that, dying because of crappy teeth. So it is serious. Hey, Thompson, Rumble is not available in my country. Well, that just sucks. Hey, Thompson, we have Rumble Studio here, but we don't have Rumble. Yeah, that is weird. What the hell? So they're fine with you not being able to watch Rumble, but they're okay with you broadcasting to Rumble. I guess. Yeah, it is kind of stupid. It's not kind of stupid. It just is. Anyway, hey, Thompson, I told Mr. Kill Everything to help Dixon simulcast to all platforms. There are so many platforms. Yeah, there are. All right. I guess I'll take a break and then come back with probably Photoshop images that I could just go over and talk about. That might be fun. It might be. And then again, maybe not. I don't know. I don't have anything prepared. Jeez. I feel terrible when I do that. Yeah, I think I've played that a million times. I need to get more of those. Well, it's a local story, and I think I've played it already, but we'll go with it. So I'll be back in a bit. And now it's time for the Bayou Crime Report. Louisiana Mayor Misty Roberts, 42, accused of raping a minor 1 week after her abrupt resignation. Hey, I'm Red Neckerton. Well, yeah, Louisiana mayor abruptly took a leave of absence before resigning last week is accused of raping a minor during her time in office. Well, I guess we can guess why the resignation took place. Former DeRidder Mayor Misty Roberts was charged with third-degree rape and contributing to the delinquency of juveniles. Oh, more than one. An investigation into the 42-year-old mayor, who was in her second term, was opened on July 26 after the Beauregard Parish Sheriff's Office requested the state police look into a complaint against Roberts. There's the mugshot. Now, you know, mugshots are, they aren't too flattering. Well, over 42, not bad. As the investigation progressed, Louisiana State Police, SVU, just like the TV show, conducted interviews with 2 juveniles, one of which was the victim. Oh, I guess, the other one just watched? I don't know. Both juveniles confirmed Roberts had sexual intercourse with one juvenile victim while employed as mayor. A warrant for Roberts' arrest was issued before she surrendered herself to the police. Roberts was booked into the Beauregard Parish Sheriff's Office jail and released later on $75,000 bond. Roberts' attorney called his client innocent while calling out law enforcement for not talking with the former mayor before her arrest. Hey, asshole, that's how it goes. They got the goods, they get the warrant, they come get you. I mean, at least she got to turn herself in, so shut the fuck up. God damn, come on now.
I guess that was the look on her face when they showed up, you know. But come on. You knew what was going on. That's why he took that leave of absence. Anyway, the lawyer says it's my honor to represent Misty Roberts. My client learned last night of a warrant despite not being contacted to be interviewed prior to investigators obtaining the warrant. Yeah, again, come on. You want special treatment. My client maintains her innocence, and as it stands, she is in fact innocent. We trust the public will respect her constitutional presumption of innocence, which is fundamental to our system of justice. Misty and her family are very grateful for the support they have received from their friends and neighbors, and we look forward to putting this unfortunate situation behind them. Her arrest comes after she announced she would step away from her office for 2 weeks. The same day, police launched their probe. Well, sounds like she was aware quite a bit of what was underway. So, I'm not liking this lawyer's stance here. You know, he might just stick with the innocent till proven guilty thing, you know, but. So anyway, DeRidder Fire Chief Ken Harlow was appointed as her mayor pro tem. But a day later, the disgraced former mayor submitted a letter of resignation to the Senate Council. So I guess the fire chief's in charge for the time being. Anyway, for nearly 15 years, my love and passion for DeRidder has been my foundation while serving as mayor. This role has rewarded me with many great relationships. Oh boy, that's a poor choice of words. I am humbled to have witnessed the hard work that took a community to come together and overcome through unprecedented times. However, I must adjust my focus and priorities. Yeah, I'll bet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's into some stuff. Look at that. Oh, yeah. But you gotta stay in your lane, dummy. Yeah. Anyway, Louisiana Secretary of State's office must make the resignation official before City Council President Randy Larkin begins serving as the city's mayor pro tem until a new mayor is elected on March 29, 2025. Ritter, well, that's a city just under 10,000 people. It's situated on the west side of the state, approximately 20 miles from the Texas-Louisiana border. I know it well. Been in and out of there. And so is she. Yeah. That's a damn shame, because, like I said, 42, that ain't bad. Oh, well, just goes to show, when you get caught with your hands in the cookie jar, you better make sure them cookies are well done. Or something like that. Yeah. I didn't think that through. Anyway, for Bayou Crime Report, I am Red Neckerton, reminding you, keep your goddamn holes clean.
The Bayou Crime Report is a presentation of Nailsin Productions. Yeah, you know, Red makes a good point. Whole hygiene is of vital importance. It is. A. Thompson says, yeah, we can't pay Rumble. Cocteau has a dancing emoji thing. A. Thompson, we can't pay super tips either. Good Lord. A. Thompson, damn, that a teacher knows. Oh, you got it. Oh, wow, a mayor. Yeah, she was a mayor. Just by coincidence, suddenly resigned before all this broke. Yeah. Funny how that works out. A. Thompson, Doug, just put your videos live on repeat. Someone will watch them. Yeah, well, there's an idea. All right, let me see if this will work. Okay. Jay, I hope this works out because I'm not entirely certain all the imagery I have in there. This could go very badly. Let me go ahead and turn the camera off. Hopefully not forever. A. Thompson, she hot of, oh, she's hot as fuck. Yeah, I know. And it's like, why? Why do you want to go do that when you could have any? But yeah, that's what she was interested in. Anyway, here's a Photoshop I did. These will be the Anthony Cumia show Photoshops I did that are featured in the end scenes of the show. So I can't remember exactly why I jumped on this, but I think I was doing a roller skate 70s movie theme type thing. And this one, of course, was Xanadu, although I believe this is actually from the Broadway production of that story that was a movie with Olivia Newton-John. Yeah, I had a thing for Olivia at one time, you know. This is from a movie you might have heard about recently. Here's Anthony as Wolverine, and can you guess who Gavin is? Gavin McGinnis as Deadpool. So I was like, how do you make that work? So I put his glasses on the outside, which you can kind of see there. But the important thing was the beard. So somehow it just comes through the mask. So there you go. Works out. Yeah. I can't remember what this was for. But that's the old background from old Compound Media. And just put Anthony on Marlon Brando's head there on the motorcycle. Had to painstakingly go through this to get all that out of the way so it could, yeah. But that's Anthony on a motorcycle. Yeah. I can't remember what this one of those Wes Anderson movies, I think. Damn, I can't remember. But I thought it looked cool and surreal and weird. So stuck Anthony's face on this guy sitting there. And this added the clouds, or the fog, mist, whatever, to add more to the surrealism, visual ambiance, if one may take it as such. Yes. Here's Super Ant and Bat Gavin bursting through the wall of compound sensor there. So that's them. Somebody did this cool artwork suggesting that, the Robert Pattinson Batman be brought into the DCU. And, so their corn sweats, Superman would be his Superman and all that sort of stuff. And, with how clunky the Superman suit is now, it would go with the clunkiness of Batman. But at least with Batman, the clunkiness makes sense. It's all this kind of armor or something. Superman doesn't need armor. Now, that being said, if, the suit was a little more form-fitting and stuff, it would look more akin to the superhero aesthetic. But it's actually quite baggy and wrinkled and stuff. It's strange, but, well, there it is. Here they are again from some AI image. The AI hand was really weird and messed up as it usually is, so I had to replace that. And then, of course, added Anthony and Gavin to this. But so it's like Superman, I'll get us there fast. And Batman's like, I guess this is Anthony and Gavin as some sort of gods or whatever. So I had to add the hand again because the AI hand was all crapped and messed up. Along with this one, doesn't quite fit. No. And added the sword because I thought it'd be cool for him to be holding a flaming sword. So I'll put that there. And then, of course, Anthony's face put in there. And then Gavin with wings. Yeah. So what's he doing? Well, I put a lightning bolt there. So he's hitting his fist. Hence, his other hand is kind of a glow from the lightning. I don't know. They got in an argument over something, but it's all fine. A great hero of Anthony Cumia's, this gentleman, he named his beloved cat after him, a beloved cat who sadly passed away in Really missed that cat. Was quite an inspiration to several bits of artwork that I did over the years. But anyway, this was a wanted poster for Beavis, alias Cornholio, wanted for assaulting cashier. So anyway, because there was some story that Anthony was talking about on the show where this guy was just flipped out at some convenience store or whatever and cussed out the cashier. And as he walked off, he pretty much had the cornholio position that Beavis would do in the cartoon. I need TP for my bunghole. And walked off, and he pretty much looked like Beavis. He didn't look this much like him, but this was someone did some lifelike sculptures of Beavis and Butthead as they would actually look should they exist. And this is it. Look at that, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's great. So another thing, I guess this was during October or something like that, and wanted some, spooky imagery or whatnot. So did some AI, and didn't care for the background at all. So I had to do a different AI background. I thought, oh, that looks okay, like a haunted mansion or whatever in the background. There's a road, and of course, once again, the fog hides all the other stuff. And then this girl showed up and one of the other AIs, but the background stunk. So I took her out and put her in here, but here she is, this demonic looking harpy chasing after Anthony. And he's like, oh shit. He's running away. Yeah. He's probably not going to make it though. Yeah. And another Halloween image, Anthony as Dracula and Gavin as the Wolfman. And it worked out, So of course, added the teeth, screwed with his ears to make them more pointy, darkened his eyes, yes, and then put the cape on there, and it kind of funky here, But then once again, all the fog, it just helps cover up so many mistakes. And then for Gavin, well, I went and looked for it. You can get a Wolfman mask. And then, of course, had to let his glasses shine through, and you're done, So, Drac Ant and Wolfman Gav. Yeah, I think that's how that works. This one, I think, was just supposed to be film noir looking stuff. Hence, it's black and white. And I think that's actually a picture of Robert Stack as Elliot Ness. But I just put Anthony on there. And he's sitting there. Hey, look at this. I got a Tommy gun, but I don't name it Tommy. And so, of course, it's noir. So I had to put the Venetian blind shadows on the side because, to my knowledge, he doesn't have a window in his studio that does that. Here from True Lies, a lovely set of legs. Great scene, isn't it? I think so. Fantastic. But anyway, instead of Arnold, it's Anthony. Oh, look, Anthony's like, well, and of course it's fitting because in the scene, see, the character didn't understand that his wife could be so damn sexy. It's like they rediscovered his lust for his own wife. Yeah. Isn't that nice? Cartoon Anthony. The Tony Two Shirts show. Because it's difficult to understand what you're going to wear. And sometimes you just stick with a system. Well, Anthony's system is 2 shirts. And the only real question is, and here I got him holding the exact same shirts he's actually wearing. But a lot of times it would be, oh, well, should it be a black shirt, on the outside of the t-shirt or vice versa, and that's the conundrum. It never ends really. He's just got to somehow struggle through that, Another one for Halloween. There's Gavin as the Thing. They thought the Thing was done, but a piece of him fell off and turned into this, and it was that guy's head. And he's like, I can't believe it ended like this, So, and then I had to cut this scene out from an earlier scene in the Thing where, McCready's recording his diary or whatever, and like, I don't know what's going to happen. It's all terrible and all that. So I put Anthony on that, but you can still see it doesn't quite fit. the head of Kurt Russell. So I put him in there and then had to go and get a beard and put that on him. But I don't know, it kind of works out. You know, Gavin was just damn near instantaneous. You know, just flipped him upside down, put him on there, fit like a glove. This one I thought would be okay, but the resolution was terrible. I said, well, it'll look painterly and stuff, but poof. Yeah, I'm not happy with it. So it's like they're really shocked to see Anthony, you know, grinning maniacally on their TV screen. Yeah. You know, I could have put someone in the window, I suppose. Anyway, here's Anthony and Gavin as hobbits. I don't remember why I did that. I guess Lord of the Rings was in the news, or perhaps the stupid Rings of Power thing came along for its second season. I don't know. But anyway, there they are. Look at that. Yep. Here they are as the men from Uncle. So I did the whole setup and I put the logo behind the old background, Compound Media and Ant's show. And there they are posing. And then, I don't know, I was looking up images of sexy spy girls and these gals came out. I think it's the same woman, but, and put them in there to just, you know, for decoration. And so there they are. Yeah. Another cartoon, Ant, as a late night show talk host. So there he is. Yeah. Here's Anthony. And there you go. The woman who was almost our president. Yeah. So this was an AI of her. The face, it actually wasn't too bad. It almost looked like her, but not quite. So I found a face that I thought was more fitting. And this could have been her in the Oval Office, you know. From your knees to above the trees, the Kamala Harris story. That would have been a potential book cover, you know. And here's some notable mentions: Montel Williams and Willie Brown. And I mean, without Willie Brown, where would she be? You know. Here's Anthony as the Shadow shooting up somebody. Oh, I think I took this from an actual pulp cover of the Shadow, put him in this a detective's office thing that somebody did on ArtStation, I believe. And then this lady who's from one of the old 50s sci-fi movie posters. I don't think this was from Body Snatchers, but Target Earth, maybe one of those. Anyway, and I thought, wow, she'd be perfect. So I put her in and she's like, ah, and he's like, hey, don't worry, I got this. And he's shooting somebody and they exploded. Yeah. I can understand her reaction to a point. The Hardy Boys. Yeah, Anthony and Gavin as the Hardy Boys. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Once again, this is not the Shadow. So I guess this was like the Pulp Fiction theme thing I was doing. This is the Spider, who was basically like the Shadow, but he called himself the Spider. So it's different. See, he left notes with a little spider on it. So, thugs and yeah, okay. Well, we'll move along. Here's Anthony as you know, at the circus he used to shoot guys out of the cannon. So he's gonna get shot out of this cannon, I guess. Here's some swimming girls. There's Anthony in this little bitty pool. Basically, all I had was this image here. So I mirrored it and put it over, like, you know, and you get the deal, to make it more of the letterbox image I wanted. And then these girls sticking their legs up out of the pool. Yeah. Swimming with Anthony, you know. Once again, superheroes. So Anthony is Superman and Gavin is Spider-Man. And as you can see, just like Deadpool, the beard comes through the mask. And of course the glasses, because, you know, how's he going to see without them? And of course, a certain election happened, and I thought this would make for a good image. Trump with his T on the symbol, and of course the compound censored logo and background and all that. Anthony as Super Ant cartoon did that. Oh, a change. Oh, yeah, this is Metropolis in the background. You can see the little Daily Planet thing. Isn't that sweet? Uh, Gavin as Lex Luthor and Anthony as Superman. And again, Metropolis in the background, Luthor Core building, Daily Planet. See, I'm clever that way. Uh, Damn, boy, I did a lot of these. AI image of Batman and Superman, but it's once again Anthony and Gavin. Gavin as Batman, because having his beard stick out through these masks is so much better than just putting him in the Superman suit. With Anthony, it would just be Anthony's face, you know. But that beard, boy, it really tells it. Boy, this AI just didn't understand the eyebrows at all. Yeah. But anyway, that's what they're doing, hanging out uh, and having a few. Another Anthony Superman. I think this one wasn't. Yeah, it was an AI thing, and I said I put it in there. Anthony Cumia as Superman, and it was a guy who looked like he could be Anthony's cousin or something, but he didn't look like Anthony. So I fixed it with Anthony. This one's recent. In fact, I don't think it's been. I sent that one recently. Whoops. I guess the last one of 2024. So of course I had just seen Squid Game, so I thought, I guess what I'm thinking about. So this is of course from the first game you play in Squid Game, and I stuck Anthony in one of the suits and had to put two different faces together to get this one because this was actually an image from one of his thumbnails. And but the mic was in the way, so I had to put the other one. And then I went and got his eyes from another image so that he looks absolutely terrified, and he should be because, well, he's playing one of the games. Here's Anthony as, I don't know, Flash Gordon or Buck Rogers, one of those. And I think the background I had to add in from something else. I think might be one of those. But there you go. This is from the Abominable Snowman movie poster, and I found one where it didn't have all the, text and stuff. But I had to cut this image out from another poster. This one just had the shadow of the Abominable Snowman, and then so I had to stick Anthony from another poster in there, or the figure of the guy there, and then I put Anthony's face there. He's not happy after he's fighting a giant snow monster. And then I put the blast flare on it. And there you go. Anthony fighting the Abominable Snowman. In case you ever wondered what that would look like, now you know. Oh, and I added the snow and stuff. See? That's clever. Oh, this. Yeah, this was a video of Sleepy Joe Biden and the world going to hell. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe we won't have to worry about that too much. But then, I did another one. I don't know why there's two of them. Oh, maybe this is one where I didn't have I did have the Nailsin thing. I don't know why there's two of them. That's weird. This was another one of the roller skating movies. And, look, it's Marcia. She was in one of those. And I can't remember who damn, I can't remember. Was it Scott Baio in that? I don't know. Anyway, Anthony's this guy, and of course, Gavin's the other one in this. I think it was called Skate Town. Of course. Well, I had to change that. This was one of the final shows at Compound between Garrett and Steve. And I don't know why I put bugs everywhere. I guess they were talking about something like that. And then the mushrooms, which, yeah. I can't remember. I have no idea what this is about. But there's bugs. So I was watching Shogun. There's Anthony and the glasses. And so is the horse. So Anthony trying to look in character, but it didn't quite work. Shogun was a good show. Yeah, dealing with Acolyte. So I stuck Anthony and Gavin in that. And Gavin gets to be the Wookiee. There you go. Yeah. The Acolyte. Oh, and use the fog again to cover stuff up. Roller balls. Yes. Remember Rollerball, the original? I do. And so instead of James Caan, it's Anthony. See, playing the game of roller balls. Yeah. Roller Booger. Yes. Well, there was a movie called Roller Boogie. This was a movie that Linda Blair did after her Exorcist fame, and had to recreate, or not recreate, just found a roller skating background for it, and somewhat changed the title. So there's Linda Blair and Anthony Comia and the roller skate fad of Roller Booger. Yeah. Here's Anthony at the Ritz compound. So this hotel, and he's taking a disturbing call, I suppose. Oh yeah, I wanted wintry scenes in movies, so I think this was The Revenant, a scene from that, and so stuck Anthony in there. Don't recall what this one was. I think some spy drama or something. But anyway, it's Anthony and Gavin being abducted. So you get Anthony's hair to demonstrate him. And then, of course, once again, Gavin's beard really tells the tale. And the glasses, which I had to add, but kind of screwed up there. It's poking him right in the forehead. So didn't do a good job there. But you get the idea. More noir stuff. He's saying Anthony did it, not him. So hence the windows open. So, of course, all of the Venetian blinds everywhere to give you the idea. And yeah, it's a noir scene. Anthony as president from the Civil War movie. That's what that was. This scene was taken from, and I just put Anthony there. President Kumi expels New York and California from the USA. So there you go. They're no longer a part of the country. Here he is again as president. A portrait of his beloved Beavis. Gavin, got a portrait of him. Got a little Enterprise toy there because Anthony likes Star Trek. And of course, Darth Vader, when you're thinking of inspiration of how to run this thing, there you go. So President Anthony, a Thanksgiving image of cartoon Anthony as a pilgrim with lovely, dead leaves falling down because it's fall and everything, And then here's the live action version of Pilgrim Ant. And he seems really happy about it. So I guess it all worked out. Anthony eavesdropping, peeping ant. I can't remember what this is from. Yeah. But it's pretty good. Here he is hiding behind the chair. I don't know. I just thought, that might make a good image. Oh yeah, now this was based on an AI. I think Anthony did himself. He put it on Twitter, or X rather, and so this is what AI says I look like, or something like that, as a cowboy or whatever. And so, well, I had to fix it because I didn't think it quite looked like him. And there you go, see, and then added the beard, and look at that, cowboy ant. Here's Anthony and Gavin as police officers. I think I had to fix the hand again for some reason. I did something there. But there they are. They decided to become police officers. This is cartoon Anthony reacting to the time Steve Buscemi, got punched by some guy on the street. Yeah. It happened. It did. And that's my depiction of said punching. Anthony has this creep. Another noir image. I think it was, what was that, Night of the Hunter, I think. So there he is. And he's got the tattoos, love and hate, on his fingers. I can't remember what inspired this either, but someone did this Pulp Fiction image of the Nighthawks painting, and then I just stuck Anthony and Gavin from some other poster, which I can't recall at the moment. But I don't know, it works out. Of course, the whole Taylor Swift romance drama, and Anthony steals Taylor from Travis. Oh yeah, I even put Kumia in the back there. Yeah, pretty good. So there you go. See, it could happen. Then things change after elections, a new era, and so certain attitudes and arrangements need to change, and so here, a Morning Joe and Mika had to go and kiss Trump's shoes. Uh, Can't remember what this is from, but there's Anthony enjoying the view. It made a great image, so I thought this will work. Yeah. Uh, I don't know what this is from either, but I took it and put Gavin and Anthony in it. Whoops. Well, yeah. Okay, she's clothed. Well, the picture tells the tale, and this really worked out. Sometimes it you can tell, oh, it didn't merge quite well, but this one, yeah, fit right in. Yeah, Anthony has certain terms he likes to yell during video games. I think that's what that's from. But put it there for the purposes of this image in his studio. Yeah, like when he's playing Call of Duty, stuff like that. More, I think, Halloween imagery or October imagery. AI monster, put Anthony in there, and the fog takes care of the rest. More AI imagery, all these weird looking zombies, this hideous monster, and Gavin and Anthony are, hey, we need to leave. A surreal image of art. So it was Anthony all along, not Mona Lisa. And seems happy about it. Anthony getting a ride from Trinity, so he's holding on for dear life, and you can certainly understand that. Sort of Flash Gordon Anthony cartoon with a little helmet and planets and all that good stuff. Another surreal image. There's Anthony as that. Well, I guess isn't that one of the Joker's outfits from the '89 Batman? I'm forgetting who this broad is. Well, that's AOC. Is this? That's not Nancy Pelosi, is it? I can't remember. Anyway, see, in the theater of the absurd. So added this one, added the balls, and that stuck her in there. The whole background might have been AI. I can't remember. And there you go. You've got a circus. Another Halloween image. Anthony and Gavin creating the Bride of Frankenstein. And, because had nothing better to do. Another Halloween image from, damn it. The one. Reanimator. Yeah. So there he is. And he's like, this is what it's a hobby, AI imagery for Thanksgiving, turning Gavin and Anthony into these weird pumpkin balloons. Young Anthony, who knew that he would grow up doing this very thing? Anthony in the what was that show? Land of the Giants show. So they were going to steal his stash, and he's not having it. Probably a Halloween image, some creepy, scary, demon-possessed girl creeping around And Anthony's like, ah, Captain Kirk Anthony. This was an AI image for a Captain Kirk Anthony, but it looked more like a potential cousin of Anthony's, not actual Anthony. So I fixed it. Oh yeah, the trial, the court shenanigans for Trump. So there's Fat Alvin Bragg, Judge Kangaroo, Trump, of course, the curtain, and who's behind it? George Soros. Oh, because I think Fat Alvin Bragg was one of those DAs that Soros got elected. Another Halloween image. Anthony looking a little disturbed, but Gavin's the one that's in the serious trouble because he's in this barn with all these, I don't know, zombies or whatever. And Gavin and Anthony as, you know, what would it be? Victorian era Englishman or something of that nature. I can't even remember what this is supposed to be from. But there you go. Anthony not looking all that impressed at something from Ice Station Zero because it was wintry and stuff. And I thought this will be a good winter image. House of the Dragon imagery. So there's Neo sitting in the throne. Anthony as I forget the name of the character that the Doctor Who guy plays. And as part of the promotion, they put this inflatable dragon on this building, and so I stuck it in there. God has a word with Anthony, and Anthony's really nervous about it. But I think it all worked out. Anthony from the movie Hardcore. Turn it off. Turn it off. And so there he is in George C. Scott's get up disguise, So I fixed that. And he's got to sit there and check out, here's another scene from it. I forget who these guys. Oh, now Gavin is the George C. Scott guy, and Anthony's this other dude. And they're checking out an adult bookstore. Anthony as, I guess, Caesar or whatever. And of course, all the horses had to fix those to make them look silly and ridiculous. And there you go. Anthony as Sauron, another Lord of the Rings image, I guess. Anthony as the Green Lantern. Well, again, put in AI. Hey, Anthony Cumia as Green Lantern, and looked like Anthony's cousin, not Anthony. So I fixed it. Yes, I did. Well, there he is. He's the Green Lantern. A bunch of Anthony's over the years, all put together on a stage. Isn't that nice? So there you go. Anthony running away from King Kong and Godzilla, I guess, because the King Kong and Godzilla movie was out. Another image from Hardcore. And there's Anthony as George C. Scott. I don't know. It just seemed to work. More Deadpool and Wolverine. And the Sentinels from the X-Men in the background. Anthony as Gandalf. This thing was actually empty, so I had to just, make a glowing thingy for it. What was this about? Oh, this was, I can't even remember what the name of the show is. Are these people that are trapped in this town and they can't leave or something? Anthony was checking it out, but apparently was irritated with it. I don't know. So I put him as one of the people stuck in the town. But it seemed to be another one. And this guy was from in Lost, I believe. And it seemed like another show trying to be Lost, from what I took it to be. And so I put the smoke monster in there. Halloween show thing. So Anthony is Frankenstein with a jack-o'-lantern. Man, I don't know what this is, but it's Anthony and Gavin. and another Caesar of Anthony, and had to add the arms because they weren't there. And it worked out. Another Anthony from Lord of the Rings with Sauron's Tower, just right there. This one was as I can't remember. I guess he was having technical difficulties or something, and he was saying, "Oh, is my hand going to come out on the other end?" So I took this his sleeve, added this arm, and it was holding a key. So, oh, okay. So he's like tickling his own ear. I don't know. I think that's from Guys and Dolls. So there's Anthony and Gavin out on the town. I don't. Yeah, this was again AI imagery, but I can't remember even. I did the prompt, but I guess scientist building a woman or something. I don't know. So there's Anthony building a robot woman. Here's Gavin and Anthony in another AI image with their pet dragon. Anthony with his robot kitty cat. Anthony as Haywood Floyd from 2001. Hi, welcome to the show. I'm Anthony. See, that could be a set. I think this is from Lost in Space. Just looks stupid. So, you know, I thought it was pretty good. Man, I can't recall, but I put the whole background of the city and everything in here. And I think even this is from a separate image as well, of her trying on her shoes. And then the compound background and the house and all of that. It's very bizarre. But oops. There's Anthony in there checking her out, of course. So another scary girl from, a Halloween scene, if you will. And Anthony is very upset and scared. But, well, what are you going to do? Pulp Fiction art, Anthony as Doc Savage wrestling a python. And this guy is like, I guess the guy who owns the python is sick him, boy, sick him. And he's like, ah. So, oh boy, you hate to hear it, but you're going to hear it a lot. And Anthony's like, damn it. Yeah. So here's, I guess this is Gavin as Magnum PI and Anthony as Columbo investigating this corpse who died in this crappy hotel or motel room, rather. Oh yeah, this was, I can't remember her name. She was some DEI expert working for NASA. and they couldn't get their astronauts back down or something like that. So here's some girls in their underwear swimming underwater, and Anthony joined in on the fun. Yeah, there he is. Had to put the pool background and everything in there to make it all work and fit, because I think these are two different photos of the whatever they were doing. And there you go. It makes a nice shot. Anthony's like, oh no. I think this was another part of the one I wanted circus imagery. So somebody's throwing knives at Anthony. And Anthony is Dr. Smith from Lost in Space. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, the Craven movie. So this one would have been a recent one. And Anthony as Craven. Yeah, no one saw it. Maybe more seeds saw this image. Another, I guess, Halloween image. Anthony as the devil with two fair maidens that he seduced. But it's all a conspiracy because of the conspiracy background. See, Uh, oh yeah, these are girls from. Well, I think this is like a cosplayer or something from the boys, and there's Anthony being a Homelander. There you go. Oh yeah, the Fallout. I watched the first episode and forgot all about it. I actually kind of liked it. I got to go back and finish that. But I think it was, yeah, Kyle MacLachlan was playing this guy, and so I just put Anthony there. This is from the Bond or Casino Royale, the first one that David Niven did, and just put Anthony in there. Man, I can't remember what this. Oh, this is from that Henry Cavill movie about World War II. What, Extremely Ungentlemanly Warfare or something like that. I actually saw it. It's not bad. So I took him from the poster and stuck it in here, and then had to add some explosions to cover stuff up and put Anthony's face in there. Oh yeah, so Greta Thunberg got arrested, and so I put the Anthony Cumia Show logo, like she's wearing an Anthony Cumia t-shirt. And then there's Anthony, all proud. So there you go. Some old 70s cigarette ad. So I put Anthony. Anthony from Dune. And there's the sandworm, which, yeah. This thing, which I did an animated ending. Anthony's grumbling and upset about the state of New York. And remember those girls in the green tights who did the dance and stuff on the subway? Well, there you go. That's what you get there. Boy, it's just not a happy place with that kind of thing. Another image from Civil War. So it was an interesting thing of these guys inside the torch of the Statue of Liberty, getting ready to fight the war. I don't know exactly who they were shooting at, but nevertheless, there they were. But it was a little too small, so I wasn't sure they would show up. So I did this extra close-up image, but I guess you get the deal. So maybe I didn't need to do that. But anyway, this time a noir cartoon thing. I don't even know if I bothered sending this one. I didn't particularly care for it, but it's like, how they did the old phone conversations in this. So Anthony's calling Gavin. Another circus scene, all these creepy zombie clowns, and Anthony as the ringmaster, and Gavin as the strong man. So Space 1999. So there's Gavin, Anthony. And then I found this. I got rid of all what was there. I can't even remember, and I think I had to stretch it to make it, the widescreen shot. And found some imagery of the Eagle spaceships from Space 1999 and put that there. Noir again. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Got the blinds and everything. So here we have the two Darrens with Anthony and Kevin playing with Samantha in the middle. Yeah. I can't remember what this was like. This is really hot scene. I don't even know what it's from or what. Found it. It's on. Hey, Captain Anthony would like this. So when you fly Compound Airlines, this is what you can expect. The UFO show. So this hot chick is stripping. Of course, there's Anthony, like taking a peek, and who can blame him? Another Civil War scene. There's Anthony as that guy. So, and of course, with his glasses now, everybody says he looks like Sheriff Brody from Jaws, and he does. Of course, this is actually Roy Scheider, but still, it's not far. So here we have the Chief Brody Show. Okay, so Easy Rider, Kumia, and Gavin. The Olympics, Anthony. I think that's actually David Hasselhoff sitting in a throne, and I put Anthony there. This is Gavin from A Halloween Image as a Mad Scientist. Anthony from Star Trek with that salt sucker thing. And he's like, ah. And he's like, hey, point the gun in the right direction. Anthony is Captain America and little Neo sitting in the chair. So it's a lovely scene. More Halloween creepiness and monsters. So there you go. Anthony's just surrounded by them in his studio there. This is the guys from Compound. So you got Garrett, Steve, Luby, and Drew. And I did that kind of like a send-off image, a cartoon illustration of them. Well, first I had the three, and then I realized, oh God, I gotta have Luby in there. So I did. So another weird image for Halloween in October and all that. So there's Anthony creeping around the door. Here's Anthony and Gavin. AI image of, I don't know, I guess Flash Gordon or something. This was in celebration of the Doctor Who bi-generation scene. So Anthony and Gavin, I don't know, one sprouting from the other. Yeah. Anthony Batman, again, an AI image that looked like Anthony's cousin. So I had to fix it to make it look like Anthony, which I did. Anthony enjoying the view yet again, and a nice view it is. Wars, Attack of the Drones. Yeah, this was rather recent. So you had the mysterious drones over New Jersey. And then you had the girl who did 100 guys in 24 hours for OnlyFans. At the same time, those were the major news stories at the time. So they should go together as the weapons of distraction, This one, astronauts versus Cosmonaut Queen Mamala. So this was like a sci-fi poster that I threw together. I had to add the spaceships and this trashed up space shuttle, some explosions. I think this was an entirely different poster that I had to put on top of this one, all AI in that case, and then added Harris as the evil queen of this great sci-fi epic that we won't have to sit through now. Another sci-fi image from some Pulp Fiction cover, I guess, and Anthony in there. Anthony's arsenal, just, to walk around and relax on the property. And I even put a phaser in there. I forget which video game the gun's from. And then there's this ray gun and stuff. So, and a nuclear missile, because you never know when you might need one. Oh yeah, this girl, a lady girl, who, she's a political analyst, so she knew that there was no way Trump could possibly win. So I thought, hey, that would be a great show between those two. So stay tuned for that great duo. I think this is a Mannix thing. So there's some Mannix imagery with Anthony. Another Mannix scene. Anthony, he's being followed. And then this, thing of, I think I've done it before, but I changed it around to give him a Hawaiian shirt and all that. Mannix again. Hell, I think this was a Mannix thing. Yeah, I think it was. It's a good image though. And once again, Anthony checking out the view from Buck Rogers in the 80s. Um, the lovely Aaron Gray climbing aboard the spaceship. And there you go. Anthony trying to get as accurate a Mona Lisa picture as possible so his model resembles her. And it's working out, you know. And I think it's another Guys. What the hell was I doing? I don't know. The Guys and Dolls movie. So instead of Marlon Brando, it's maybe that was it. I was doing Anthony as Marlon Brando characters. Can't remember, but there he is. Here he is bringing home this giant shark that he beat with his bare hands. It's the Doctor Strangelove scene. Alien Romulus, so he's teaching her how to shoot the gun. Anthony goes on The View, or the Coop, as I call it. I've actually done several of these over the years. It's always fitting. Well, this is a wintry scene because of snow and stuff, so I did this, and I had to combine two different posters to make it work with the giant snow monster. And Anthony's just he doesn't want to be there. More Mannix. There we go. Mannix, and Gavin in there as well. I wonder, did I tin that or did I don't know? I put them all together. I don't know. Anthony as Spartacus. There he is. He's telling you, I am Spartacus. Yes, another Dr. Smith from Lost in Space. Fargo because of the snow. So there's Anthony. I think this is Oh no, this is not James Bond. This is that Bond parody film that Dean Martin did, Matt Helm, and so I put Anthony in there. And there's all these lovely girls. Wow, she really found something cool to wear. But anyway, there you go. Anthony with Marilyn Monroe and Lauren Bacall, because why not? Anthony as I guess vampire demon. I don't know. I couldn't get the hair right, so I had to go and add that. It kind of works. Another cartoon of Anthony. Anthony with Barbara Eden as the genie. Anthony as Dr. Doom when the Robert Downey Jr. thing was announced. So managed to fix that. There's a flood. So, yeah, I think there was. That's when he had to evacuate for the storm, I believe. Yeah. This one's weird. I think there's several things in here I forgot. There's the logo. There's Joe Rogan. There's the woman that got him fired from X. There she is again. Rod Serling, which is appropriate for this. I think that's this weird robot that he's talked about a time or two. So I think that's it. The phaser. He's holding the phaser. So there we go. A very strange and bizarre image of Kumia. Anthony showed up and tried to save Madam Web, but it didn't work out, despite the fact they didn't take advantage of Sydney Sweeney in a tight, form-fitting outfit. Only very briefly is she in it. Morons. And then here's Anthony once again as Dean Martin with the girls. Yeah, the way it was meant to be. Another one. And what the hell is this? That's the mic coming in for to hear him. So it was like a promo for the Anthony Cumia Show, and this is what you can expect. Like it's a variety show and all that. So there's Anthony with young Gavin. Yeah, it's cute. Anthony, this was a show that was very brief. It came and went. Ann Jillian played the ghost of this Hollywood starlet, and this kid, his parents bought the house, and so she was giving him all kind of advice on girls and stuff. And so Anthony is as the kid. Yeah, it didn't last long. Anthony being chased by a monster. Yep. AI. AI Anthony as I guess, an anchor man from the future. So I stuck that in there. Gavin peeping on Anthony from Amityville Horror. Another Fallout image, this time from the video game stuff. There's Anthony. He approves of the cleavage, I guess. It turns out Anthony is a robot from OpenAI. He is an android. Shocking, but there it is. Another scene from Hardcore. So he's strolling into the adult bookstore. He's all cheerful about it, and then this image, Anthony, it's Captain America. And why did I put Neo there? I don't know, but there's triumphant Trump, you know. Anthony is forcing Gavin to watch something he doesn't want to from Clockwork Orange. That's Taylor Lorenz from Another Winter. You see, I think this was from 30 Days of Night or whatever. And so Gavin and Anthony are hiding from the vampires with stupid Taylor. Yeah. Another Buck Rogers scene. And so it almost looks like they're set up for a podcast. So, so it's another show. Oh, and that's it. There we go. That's all of those images, some of whom I think was before 2024. So, yeah. But anyway, that's pretty good. That was kind of fun. A little more than I would have wanted, but all those will be put into the 2024 folder, except I guess that Squid Game one. I don't know. And on to another year of those. Yeah, that's what I do. Hey, Thompson, Doug, that would be a great side piece for you. Is she out on bail? Oh, the mayor? Yeah, I think she is out. Huh. Yeah, but I'm really old for her, Not really, but I mean that's obviously what she's not interested in. Hey, Thompson, how old was the boy? I don't know. Hey, Thompson, was it her son's friend? Yeah, I think that was the deal. Her son was friends with this kid, and well. Hey, Thompson, we need to look her up. Misty Robertson. Well, I did at the time. Hey, Thompson, she's 240 miles west of New Orleans. Doug can drive. I don't live in New Orleans. So I'm really very close to where she lives. Hey, Thompson, what is the age of consent in Texas? I don't know. Hey, Thompson, sleeping woman burned to death on New York City subway? Yes. Yeah, that happened rather recently. Cocktail, without the little spider on the night, I guess. They might not know it was the spider that shot them in the head. Oh, the note. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's probably, why he did that, because the shadow was like, I'm tired of these assholes thinking I'm the one doing it. And can't you get another get up? And he's like, well, I wear a mask. You don't, and, because the shadow would just wear a scarf over his face. Apparently in the Pulp Fiction version, he didn't turn invisible, So, yeah. Anyway, A. Thompson, Carmix live streams. Cocteau, Reanimator. Yeah, that's right. I was blanking on it, but that was the film. Saint Ranger, fun to hang out with you, Doug. I have a question. Would you draw your version or copy of the cover of a DC Comics Legion of Superheroes from the late 50s through 60s, the span of 300 through 380? Well, I could take a crack at it and look it up and pick one of those. Yeah, I could probably do that. Can't promise it'll be great, though. Hey, Thompson, One might say Doug is a little obsessed with Ant. LOL. It became a habit over the year, but yeah, of the Photoshop subjects, he's probably the most one. But you do one, everyone gets a kick out of it, and you can't help but do another. I'm not peeking through his window. Joe Lamont, some chores. This was fun. Happy New Year. All right, Happy New Year to you, Joe. And yeah, that's where we'll end it. Some Photoshop fun and a few drawings for New Year's. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take off. I gotta go find my also important ending. It was meant to be like a Halloween ending thing, but it's actually pretty quick and to the point. It's probably the better one. Where did I put it? Oh God, it's so embarrassing. You have to go through this whole list in here. It was probably really easily accessible. It's just another example of how terrible I am at there it is. Never mind. I didn't mean any of that. All right. Again, have a good night. Thanks for showing up, and hope to do another one soon. Preferably more lively. Sorry for the being down in the dumps. But anyway, yeah, we'll do it again. So have a good night, and again, Happy New Year.